Hey, today I want to talk to you about my story and where I'm from, how I got here, and a little bit of how I lived through it. I'm from central Quebec in Canada. Um, I was born this way. Yes, I was born this way. With cerebral palsy. When my mother gave birth, I there was complication, and the doctor didn't do the C-section fast enough. So I was born with this condition. For the first 2 years, they had no clue if I would talk, walk, or anything, because I didn't talk, and at 2 years old, started talking, and then for the next 3 years, the way I actually walk was like this. I cannot even do it anymore. Almost on my knees like this, and good thing for a knee patch because I was going through pants like crazy. But then eventually, just before school, I started being able to stand, being able to walk, and I went on to school and even be able to go up and down the stairs, which was a huge relief. Um, and let me pause right here and say that, yes, these were all difficult times, but I had great people helping me, like my parents. Most of the people I had in my classes were really good people. Even though I had some bullying, most people pushed me forward. And I'm really thankful for everything, right? All my difficulties, all my condition formed me into the man I am now. So I did this all through high school, went on to university. I did a Bachelor of Computer Science, then I did a Master in Computer Science. Um, then I met my wife. We got married young. We were both from a Christian background at that time, so we kind of married young, and then I had kids. I think it was 3 years after, almost 4 years. We have two beautiful kids. Sophie, she's 9. Caleb is almost 7. Uh, and you know what? It's not always easy. We're in this city where we don't have parents close by, so it's all us. If we want to break, we have to pay a babysitter, which is no problem. It's just that it's not as fluid as if we had our parents to help us here locally. And that, I think that has been taking a toll on me and my wife. And quite frankly, sometimes I feel bad, really bad, because maybe you take for granted that your partner can drive and can decide to take the kids by himself or herself. Or say, hey, honey, I'm gonna go shopping today. I'll do all the shopping. But I can't. And I do what I can now. And that was one of the big transformations this year, or I should say last year, is that I think my life had become more comfortable because when I was on my own in university, I had to do it all, although I had some help from my parents. With my partner now, it got easier because by default, she would do stuff that's harder for me. But I know now how difficult it was for her to always have that mental pressure. And this year, actually, I changed. And I stopped being, how could I say that? I started to be more hungry again to take care of my own responsibility even when it means it takes me more time. Even when it means that the other one beside me, my partner, could do something in 2 minutes, it takes me 5, 10 minutes. But it doesn't matter because I'm doing it. And I had to remind myself of that. And it's something I had lost. And I think it's hard to remember that when you have difficulties. That if you play victim, you'll probably never win. If you play the hero, and if you play the one that is going through obstacles instead of having everything done to you, that's what I had to do. Yes, I did that in some areas of my life, but there's other areas like domestic chores or stuff like that that I kind of had given up. And me telling you that that pisses me off. Why? Because I cannot believe I got in that state. But the good thing is to get out of that state. Stop being a victim, and now I'm talking about myself. Wake up and go through life acting like a hero or an adventurer instead of a victim. And it's too bad sometimes that it takes a long time because before you discover that, but I did discover that again. And sometimes there's a cycle, and I don't want to have to remind myself again for forgetting that. And I hope this gives you a bit of insights on who I am, what my life is like. You know what? And I think I can bring a lot of good thing to people by speaking about what I'm doing, because everyone has difficulties, not only me. And it's not because mine might be a bit bigger than yours that you have no right to be stuck, but you also have the right to be freed. And I hope we all remind ourselves of that by playing the hero or the adventurer, we can actually break free of the difficulties and go through them in a better fashion. So have a great day, guys. Thank you so much for coming back to this channel, and please share this. I would love to reach more people. Subscribe and hit the bell for the YouTuber so you can know when my new videos are up. And have a great weekend. Bye bye.